Set up round 1 for the Ladderback Jacquard stitch. The first setup round for the Ladderback Jacquard stitch works as follows. You work to where the chart starts and work the next 32 stitches by incorporating Ladderback Jacquard stitches. It goes as follows. Knit into the front and the back of the next stitch, then knit 3, and again knit into the front and the back of the next stitch, and that's repeated. Knit 3, knit into the front and the back of the stitch, knit 3, knit into the front and the back of the stitch, knit 3 again, knit into the front and the back of the stitch, knit 3, knit into the front and the back of the stitch, knit front back. Then there are 3 stitches left on the end, and if you would like to, then you can insert another one, another Ladderback Jacquard stitch between the needles by increasing into the last needle on each, last stitch on each needle. The back of the sock won't have any Ladderback Jacquard stitches because if I show you the stranded pattern on the sole of the foot has such short floats that there's no point. Ladderback Jacquard is best used for the front where you would have a very long float. Now when you catch them in the conventional way, then it can make the fabric not very stretchy, and it can also show through, peek through to the front, and as you can see I can stretch it enormously and there's absolutely no contrast colour peeking through at all. Set up round 2 for Ladderback Jacquard stitch. You knit the first stitch, then if you look in the chart there's a red line, and that red line corresponds to the Ladderback Jacquard stitch that's now on the needles. You take both yarns forward, you purl that stitch with the contrast colour, and then you take both yarns back again. Knit 4, and again the next one is a Ladderback Jacquard stitch and there'll be a red line in the chart. Take both yarns forward, purl the stitch with yarn B, take both yarns back. Both yarns forward, purl with yarn B, both yarns back, and knit 4. It takes a bit of practice if you normally throw the yarn with the right hand to purl a stitch with the left hand, but don't worry, you soon get used to it. You could alternatively tension both yarns in your right hand if you felt that was easier, or you could just drop the black yarn and pick it up when you wanted to, but that would make you a little bit slower. And now the last repeat, I've only got 3 on the end of the needles, and I've chosen to put a jacquard stitch at the end for the transition between the needles because I'm on a circular. After the second setup round, you need to get the black yarn back to this end again for the next round to start patterning, and for that reason I would do the first row of chart B, the first round of chart B. These tan coloured stitches are all going to be worked according to the chart, and the black stitches are going to be purled with both yarns in front using the pattern colour, in this case black. Now I'll show you how it works on the actual kitty socks by working around. So I'm on round 11 at the moment, and I want to show it to you in action, because in actual fact when the red lines cross the background I keep the Ladderback Jacquard stitches in black, but the minute the red line crosses the kitty I just change colour. I bring both yarns forward and purl the Ladderback Jacquard stitch in the background colour so that it stands out against the kitty, and that's because otherwise I would have a long float in the background colour across the back of the black cat motif, and that would also make my work tighter, and I want to prevent that by using the technique in the first place. So just to demonstrate, I'll start row 11. I have one stitch on the end, so this is the start of my chart. One in the background colour, then I come to a Ladderback Jacquard stitch. Because it's on the edge of the motif I've kept it in black, so I bring both yarns forward, I purl the Ladderback Jacquard stitch in black and take both yarns back again. Then the kitty starts, so one in the background colour, oh in fact it's 2 in the background colour, and then 4 in black, and there you can see stitch 1, and there is a Ladderback Jacquard stitch. It's got a black line, so a strand in front of it, and it's at the back of the work. And so I bring both yarns forward, and this time I just purl it using the background colour, yarn A, and then I take both strands back again, so it's behind the work but it's been worked in the opposite colour. And then I carry on with the pattern. The pattern says 4 black stitches in black, so 2, 3, 4, and then I have background colour stitches, and there I again have a Ladderback Jacquard stitch, and this one is orange or background colour at the moment, but I'm going to change it to black. So I bring both yarns forward, I purl it in black, I take both yarns back, and then I continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the head of the kitty, and there's a red line through it, so I again have the Ladderback Jacquard stitch in orange. I bring both yarns forward, I purl it in background colour and take both yarns back again. Then I have a few stitches in background colour, and this one I'm going to change to black, so I bring both yarns forward, purl it in the black, take both yarns back, and then just continue with the chart in the normal way. Here again it's crossing the kitty, so that one is in orange. And now they all need to turn to black again, because I've reached the top of the kitty and they're going to cross a larger expanse of background. So both yarns forward, purl that one in black, both yarns back, both yarns forward, purl, both yarns back. There you go. So I hope you enjoy using this technique. I found it really very easy to learn, very quick to learn, and the results are well worthwhile.